The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Always.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought
A gain of 3, 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in this playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. get this one up to about the 39 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check back 21, 21.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back again.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
A loss of 13 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Raiders 0.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Vinatieri started it left, it stays left. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
Fourth down.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Raiders' 13-yard line.
2nd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get ready, get ready. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Big stop, G, big stop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the... And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Raiders nothing.
There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 22 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take down.
Set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Dancing to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he is in. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls. Hey, check Mike. 18, run. 18, run. Check pass, check pass. Rings, rings. Motion, motion, motion. Motion, motion. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check 19 tight, 19 tight. Any day, any day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First down.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
42-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got 87 on speed, Mike 5, Mike 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Fielded in the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
He was taken.
It's a big run that time by Henry. 89 yards. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the carry.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. This is Henry. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Derrick Henry.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And they're able to get the 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being...
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. You ain't doing no. Check, Mike
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
3-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Number 83.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And right side, Henry's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.